Hi everyone, let me show you how to paint a portrait of a girl from backlit light, which is, you can see here, and the light is coming from more on the back side, and how the hair is really shining like a golden color. So starting with the basic, the construct, the basic shapes, getting the shapes defined here, and whenever I'm drawing anything, I'm just kind of looking for the angles, the form, and just trying to define that. Looking for these shapes of the fingers here and there, and just trying to a little bit get into the shapes and the form there. But mostly it's the general outlook of the hand, the simple basic construct with the straight lines. I'm not looking for anything more than that until now. So one need to start with very basic lines, with very basic construct of the form. So as you can see here, I'm kind of trying to outline the form here, and also a little bit designing the hair lines. As you can see how nicely the gesture of the hair is coming onto the face here. And that's kind of really important here. So first I'm looking for that transition tones of the values here, and then like looking for the edges there. Looking for the outline of the face and then outline of the whole hair, and I've left some space there for the area for the starting here with the background color, something like more of a kind of a transparent brown oxide and bit of the blue into that, and getting some kind of a dark brownish color, chocolate color. And then on the left hand side is more on the grayer, lighter side. So I mix a bit of blue and white into that and get some of the values defined there. Now I'm mixing a bit of the transparent brown oxide with some blue, with some more of transparent color into the shadows of the hair here, And so first layer is mostly, a very general layer. You don't put too much of paint in the first layer. It's a transparent paint. So as in painting in the wild color, you go for fat over lean. That means your the first layers of the paints are mostly on the lighter and thinner side, not lighter but the thinner side, and then you would do more layer of that. So this is called as the underpainting of the form here. I'm also underpainting the lights here from the back side, it's more on the orange color, and then I'm kind of darkening these values of the the hair, which has had some burnt umber, raw umber, and some red and yellow into that. Shadows are mostly into the some of the gray color, which is and here in this painting I'm trying to use a bit of the light red color for the skin tone, and you will see how slowly I'm trying to get into the first the darker colors, and then I will try to slightly move towards the lighter colors here. So the whole idea is to build the form nicely. That is the whole idea basically here, and that is the planning I'm trying to do here. The lips can be more reddish here, so I was trying to put some more reddish color into the lips here. Then the lighter bits of the cheek is mostly some yellow and reds and some white and bit of green into that, so not everywhere too much of red color. So as you can see how simple and how very simply I'm trying to put the color there. And now you can see a little bit I have built the form here and there, into the hair and into the lights there. I'm mixing the 5 different values of the skin tone, with some light red and some with raw umber there. Now I will start with the getting the darkest value of the hair into the background of the darkest of the, which is the hand is also casting shadow on the hair here, and I'm kind of a little bit outlining the shape here, so that when I will start to paint nicely, everything start to look more better. Here also, since I painted the first layer, there was more of not clear drawing there. So that is the thing, you can draw it now, you can draw it afterward also, So, but yeah, before going into too much of details, your shapes should really be defined nicely. And that is what I'm up to here. I'm trying to get the soft transition of the form here. The values, the color, the fingers. And the articulation also. I'm also adjusting some of the values of the fingers, and how those darker fingers are kind of showing inside there, Putting some more red bits into the parts of the fingers, Also creating some of the local color, the actual local color for the finger of the hand here, looking for the side plane, looking for the front plane. So whenever I'm kind of positioning and putting my brush strokes, it is thought, like which way I have to move the brush, what color should be, what value should be, and how much red, in the sense of the chroma. Is it a gray color, is it a warm color? So all these things which you need to look for while you are painting. Here I'm just put a little bit of the bluish color of the dress, which I think looks good in there, And then I'm lightening the bits which is coming from the side of from the back side of the form here. So as you can see here how I'm kind of building the lights and building the form here, And now again I'm going into the background again, because now I'm wanted to get the nice sense of values there, So it's just the building of layers and layers of color into that, and kind of looking for those transition there, So build a nice sense of a form, build a nice sense of the colors, which is really important here. As you can see here, I am taking a small brush for the smaller area, and then I use a bigger brush for the bigger area. But the whole idea is to really do a small shift of transition of the values here. And as you can see here, how I am putting some of the values for the lips also here. So looking at the shapes, try to look at the shapes, and look at the shapes with the value range. And value range means like the upper section of the lips was more darker underneath. So, and then I'm putting some of the values for these lower section of the lips here, So it's all about how do you build the form, how do you create the sense of a three-dimensional form, how do you give a very natural look to the portrait here, So the whole idea is that, I'm kind of a little bit designing the shape of the lips, for how it will look nicer on the model here. You have to look for a lot of things while you're painting. But when you start very, very simple, it's always easy to kind of go to the next level of painting. getting into the darkest value of the form here. The side plane of the mouth, basically getting it more greener, getting more grayer, and how the lights come into the form. This is really important, Slowly I'm building the form and creating the sense of the volume there into the lower section of the chin there. And you can see how slowly I'm trying to create that volume there into the form there, So it's really important how do you kind of look for those kind of subtle things, And that is what I'm up to here, I'm looking for those kind of subtle forms, subtle values, and creating a nice sense of the volume there, Here also, as you can see here, I'm trying to build the philtrum and creating that sense of the form there. And take your time to look for these stuff, You can see still I'm walking into the volume of the lips, And it takes a bit time to really get into that nice sense of a shape, the three-dimensional form with the color, with the value, with the edges, with the texture, So it takes a bit of time, but if you give time to that, it just works really nicely there, So, and yeah, you can access the whole, the video, I will put in the link underneath, and you can go and buy the video from there, So all these videos are is available on that the link. You can also go for the live classes, I do once in a while, You can go and follow my Insta page, Ashish_Patel_artist, which I have also given a link below this video also. So right now I'm putting some more darkest value of the form here, and creating some more subtle shift of the fingers, And now, as you can see that I have painted a bit of the eyes, nose, lips, Now I'm going more into the section of the eyebrow here, And then I will be painting the areas of the form there. Again, kind of darkening some of the areas there because those values are much darker, and that's why the hair and the skin looks more lighter because of the darker values around there. I'm a little bit also looking for that the left hand side of the eyebrow there, and then I'm trying to figure it out what value will be really suitable for the side or the almost which is trying to go to the darkest light of the hair, or the skin, you can say the skin mostly here, and that's why I put it a dark patches of color so that I can blend with that hair color there. So it's all those transition tones which you have to create while you're painting. You can see here how cool I have done that the colors on the forehead is more muted there, and that's why the warmth looks good on the cheek here. So it's all about how do you kind of present yourself with the values in the form. So I'm really taking my time to build the transition of some of the areas of forehead. And you can see, like I almost finished all those things, slowly, and as you can see how I kind of get those effect of the hairs, get the volume there, get the nice sense of a texture happening there. Finally start to get into so much of details of the form and stuff like that. Okay. So yeah, I hope you have learned something from here today, getting those volume, getting those edges, all those three-dimensional form, planar structure, and how the light is hitting from the back. So guys, if you like the video, please like it, and subscribe my channel, and really, it was amazing having you here on this video here. So I hope you have learned something here. You can also contact me here onto this, you can just send me a text there, Take care everyone, and I hope you have learned something from here. And you can buy the full video from under the link which is given there. Thank you everyone, and take care everyone. Bye everyone.